Hello everybody, my name is Bros and welcome to yet another Gwent deck guide. Today we'll be taking a look at a hybrid deck that is a mashup between the Brouver Hoog Dwarfs and the Eithne Spelatel deck. So basically this combines Eithne as the main hero, as the actual leader of the deck, and the dwarfs as their mechanic of carryover, plus elven mercenaries, but we'll get more into detail with the mulligan and the deck list right now, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so the deck works quite similar to how dwarves worked. Basically, it's a more consistent version of them because you do run only 7 dwarves, or you could run potentially only 6. You need to run the triple Mahakam defenders, Barclay elves, Yarpen Zigrim, and Zoltan Shivey. Those 6 are a must-have, and then a dwarven mercenary can be quite useful and is good for the dwarf count later on. What is very important though is that you have Eithne, and she, together with cards like Marching Orders and Alzur's Double Cross, they manage to get out all your dwarfs from the deck outside. Basically, what you want is you want the cycle cards, and you don't want the many units and many spells in your starting hand. What you do want, on the other hand, is elven mercenaries, because they are basically a 2 strength body that gives you a good spell, and you actually get to choose, and you have the choice between immune boost, you have the choice between thunderbolt potion, adrenaline rush, and maredrome. Then of course in the silver slots, but now not only the 2 searchers, Marching Orders and Alzur's Double Cross, but you also have Nature's Gift, which grants you the possibility to further choose and thin your deck. We also have Royal Decree, which is quite good because Royal Decree together with Zoltan Shivey can put out a huge amount of value not only in the current round but into the next round by buffing your resilient units. We also have Eithne. She, even if nerfed to 5 attack, 5 strength I should say, she is still a very good card, especially in this deck. And then we have Eithne, and he is the card that probably can be switched and swapped for something else in the meta that is more reliable. So this is the core idea of the deck. In round 1 you play passively and force your opponent into trying and winning, and then you just milk out all of his possibilities. You win the round 1 and you have so much resiliency that round 2 is a piece of cake. That is basically how this deck is played. What you really don't want in your starting hand are adrenaline rush and too many dwarfs, because Barclay elves does need to have value later on. If you have Yarpen and Alzur's Double Cross, feel free to drop the Yarpen because the Alzur's Double Cross will draw him out. The Marching Orders on the other side, they draw the Barclay elves or a dwarven mercenary, so keep that in mind always, so you know kind of what to expect. Altogether this deck is quite powerful, but you need to be careful with your positioning. You need to be careful against weather, since you don't have a good way to counter it. But altogether it's a very consistent deck, probably one of the strongest cartel decks we have seen in the last few patches, because Spelatel was good but not quite so consistent. This deck really does have a lot of potential and is one of the top decks in the current meta, definitely. If you want to try something fun, entertaining, but also competitive, I'm definitely recommending this deck. My name is Brothers, thank you very much for watching this, and until the next time, stay lucky.